Yeah, so just like the Nuggets and the Thunder, the Spurs are here, and it looks like they're here to stay. The cohesiveness and the team chemistry that this team possesses, it feels way different than last year. The trust on the passes, the trust on the lobs, everything just feels different. We just feel like a more mature team, and that definitely comes with Wemby, of course, taking the next step, which we will get into. And then guys like Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson forming back into the role that they need to be on this team. Keldon Johnson, shout out to Keldon Johnson. He's really the main point that I want to get into when talking about becoming more of a shell of yourself for the role of the team. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's exactly what the Spurs needed last year. As you can see here on the stat sheets, I don't really ever go by plus minus. But when your whole entire team is positive, y'all did something right. You 100% did something right for the game plan. And, not every game is going to be like this, of course. But to start out the season like this and to make noise the way that they did in dominant fashion is just perfect. It was perfect. Everything was perfect. There's no complaints. The only complaint is, if you can see right here, 60% free throw shooting. Yeah, we need to work on that for sure. But everyone played their role perfectly. Stephon Castle looked phenomenal. Stephon Castle was phenomenal. Amazing defense. He really limited Cooper Flagg's full potential this year. This game, my bad. Cooper Flagg, they had him on the point guard. And for your first career start at a position that you don't play against an elite defender like Stephon Castle, who was top of the league in matchup difficulty last season, that's a tough ask. And it definitely did not go well for him. As you can see, 4 for 13, 3 turnovers, minus 29 plus minus. He was great defensively, though. Cooper Flagg was great defensively, but he had no answer on offense. And it showed because his decision making was very poor. Especially to open up that second half. You saw him make that midi. It was clean. Don't get me wrong, it was really clean. But then you saw him attacking the paint, which Victor Wembanyama was there the entire time. He got blocked. And then Wemby tipped one of his passes. And then he shot a contested mid-range. And then he got benched. He got subbed out. Because he got way too ahead of himself. And, yeah, Stephon Castle was a huge reason for the limitation on that. Devin Vassell was a guy, first quarter, he was literally automatic. He definitely helped keep us in that game in the second half. Second half was a little more quiet, but Devin Vassell definitely made his impact felt. Harrison Barnes was amazing in his role like he always is. There was a couple plays where we saw Harrison Barnes try and take his defender off the dribble. Let's not do that no more. That's not your game, Harrison. That's not your game. But, hey, you can ask any of my friends. I love Harrison Barnes. That is my guy. But, yeah, Keldon Johnson, man, I'm so happy to see him play the way he did today. With a guy that has kind of lacked a role on this team. He's lacked, everybody needs to be glue for your team to mesh. He had no glue. Pause. Keldon Johnson had no glue. But today, we finally saw Keldon Johnson use his strength. He got down there in the paint, and he used his burliness to his advantage, finally. He was active, man. It says 5 rebounds. I swear he had 6. They must have just taken one off. He had 6 boards. I promise you he did. And just, I'm so glad to see him come off the bench and show the grittiness that we know he can bring. That's something that's going to be needed desperately in the playoffs. You got to bring grit in the playoffs. And Keldon Johnson, with what he showed tonight, yeah, I'm loving it. And, hey, shout out number 2. Number 2 on the jersey, number 2 in the draft, Dylan Harper. He was here. First half, definitely a little rough. First half was extremely rough. He got into the game in the first quarter, 2 turnovers immediately, 2 missed shots, missed 2 free throws. First quarter was rough. Second half, he really turned it up. He showed great control, great body control at the rim. And I'm not going to lie, there was a couple of positions in that second half where he locked up Cooper Flag. They gave Cooper Flag some bailout free throws, but hey, Dylan Harper had his ass on locks. It was great to see that matchup between those two, and I'm super excited to see the continuity of. Is that a word? Let me know in the comments below if that's a word. But I love to see the matchup between them, and it's going to be fun all season. This is going to be a very fun series, especially when they're both healthy. This was the game where Kyrie Irving, De'Aaron Fox, Jeremy Sohan, they weren't even there. They weren't even there. Hey, shout out Ryan Nembhard. He looked good today. Hey, just like his brother, he going to be a steal in the draft. We already knew it. Nice little Gonzaga boy. We already knew what was happening. But now, we're going to talk about the man of the hour. The man that took the biggest jump that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, my God. When you ask any Spurs fans, what were Wemby's biggest weaknesses last year? They would tell you strength and shot selection. Today, there was no problem with that. There was no problem with that whatsoever. He didn't get nearly. He was never really pushed off his spot, pushed off his dribble like he was last season. He managed contact very well today. I was honestly super surprised, but I shouldn't have been because he added 15 pounds of muscle this offseason supposedly, and it definitely showed in this game. Anthony Davis had no answer for Victor in all three levels. Anthony Davis had no answer. Victor actually got him in an early foul trouble, which is really what led us to this large victory. And then the shot selection, no more triple step back, one-legged closed-eyed threes. He shot 2 of them. Low-key, I want to see him shoot around 4 to 5 a game, maybe 6 or 7 threes a game. But they look good, and then we're gonna get to a couple positions where Victor just looked like the greatest player of all time, and one of them was a 3-pointer, and we will break it down starting now. Yeah, so here we are. Here's I'm pretty sure it's this is just a little highlight compilation of Wemby's best plays today, but I'm definitely gonna show y'all the strength that he showed today and just the overall improvement of awareness on the basketball court for Victor Wembanyama. And yeah, if he keeps this up, he's winning MVP. I mean, it's not even going to be close. He's going to be the most valuable player. There were possessions in this game where he would literally guard and switch through all 5 opposing players, go down, and just fucking tomahawk dunk that bitch. Or step back 3. Like, at 7'7". He's at like 7'6" and 6. He's like 7'6", 7'5", and it's insane that we're even able to see this. We shouldn't be able to see this. This should be government, like, Victor should be like locked in a cell. We shouldn't be able to see this. Let's get into this. I love to see him attack the mid-range more. That was my biggest complaint last season. Victor Wembanyama, if he attacks the mid-range, he is going to be the most OP scorer ever. You can't contest his midi. Here he is. Great block. I'm pretty sure he got countered a block for that. Here he is. Playing help. Great block. Might have been a goaltend. Who knows? But we'll let it slide. We'll always let it slide for Victor. Here. Nice. Bro, his playmaking today was also on a whole nother level. The fake passes, the no-look passes, just the entire, they had no answer for whatever he did. Oh my God. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely, no. We're running it back. We're running it back. We're going to pause frame by frame. Pause frame by frame. This is one of the plays that we will be pausing frame by frame for. Let me make this bigger. Here we go. Let me move it so y'all can see the goal. I'm sorry, I just realized that. Where should we be? Right here. This is perfect, yes. Okay. So, gets a switch on to Derek Lively. Pump fakes. Gets him behind him. Passes to Dylan Harper. Great IQ from Harper to pass right back. And then you just see this freeze frame, and I'm sorry, Mavericks fans, that y'all have to see this because Derek Lively got murdered on this play. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Gives it up and then gets it back. It wasn't the best pass.
Here. Got Najee Marshall, post control. Just beautiful. The midi. The midi. It's going to be unstoppable this year. Nobody's going to be able to contest it. Oh my gosh. Dude. Stephon Castle, the way he handled the transition today, beautiful. And that's what he's going to possess at the ginormous wingspan that he has at point guard. Just watch this back. Dude, this is exactly what I was talking about. The chemistry and the cohesiveness of this team, like, they just knew where they were at all times. The passes, the amount of oops that I saw, it was like we were playing my team. It was like we were playing my team, bro. It was insane. Here we are. Victor bringing the ball up the court. Just bullies Anthony Davis. Let's rewind this. Look at this. This is something that he would not have been able to do last season. He would have settled for a 3. Victor Wembanyama would have settled for a 3 right here. Watch this. Immediately goes into the shoulder bump. And then backs him all the way down. And then just easy because you can't contest the 8'7" wingspan. Now this was nasty. This, yeah. Boys. I mean, boys. Who is guarding this? Is Prime Hakeem Olajuwon guarding this? I mean, oh my God. Gets him in the air because the midi's been working all game. Blow by at 7'5", just blowing by like it's nothing. And then, yeah, reverse dunk. I mean, what the literal fuck is that? What is that, yo? What is that? What is that? What do you do to combat that? Nothing. You just gotta sit there and take it.
Like PJ Washington is an excellent defender, but
oh
you
my
want him
gosh.
to take that
I mean,
shot
this is just fucking ridiculous, dude. How is that fair? Good God. Again, takes 80 off the dribble. Yeah, let's go back to it. Taking 80 off the dribble once again, like he was all game. Fights the contact. Fights the contact again. AD's fouling. Literally has his hand on his back. Fights the contact. Jumps back into him to foul bait. Baits the foul. And one. Way to fight through the contact. He's not doing that last year, y'all. He's not. I'm sorry, but he's not. The body control, it's on a whole another level. I mean, this is truly just greatness that we get to watch. This is one of the plays that I was talking about earlier. Again, Cooper Flag got a little too ahead of himself. Thought he had Harrison Barnes one-on-one. Didn't see Wemby coming over to help. And then just get that shit out of here. Yeah. It's just obvious, man. And then, again, the oops, the cohesiveness of this team. It's just Mitch Johnson got them right, bro. I'm proud of Mitch. Get that shit out of here. And then just...
It's like playing against your dad in the driveway when you're 8 years old. What do you do? Wemby 3, you bet! Plus the foul! Makes the incredible... Wait, when you're 8 years old. What do you do? Wemby 3, you bet! Plus the foul!
Yo.
Makes
Yo.
incredible...
Yo.
It's like playing against...
What is this? That is Kyrie Irving-esque. What is this? What do you do to this? This is a great defender in Derek Lively, by the way. Gets him on his hip. He could literally, he didn't even have to do any of this. He could have just gone to the rim right here. PJ, I mean, PJ did play help, so then that creates the step back and then the foul because you don't give him space. And yeah, I mean, it's just, what is that, bro? What do you do to that? Like, how do you stop that?
Behind the back and knocks down a three and picks up the foul. I mean, come on.
Oh my God, dog.
Wembanyama
Gets his 80 in the air. Again, fights through contact, gets to the rim easily.
Fifth career 30-point game.
God dang, dude.
Good luck.
This is opening night, y'all.
Wembanyama sat
This is
for the
opening
back half of
night.
that third quarter after his dazzling start to it. Picked
So
up
that's the
his
screen
fourth
for
foul
Dylan.
and was on the bench. Here's Wemby.
Slow roll. 80 just completely forgets about his assignment.
But the initial penetration off this
Gosh, man.
Ricky, Anthony Davis goes and tries to stop the penetration, and Wembanyama just trailed behind him, and Harper found him. Can't hit. Wembanyama.
Now we got Victor.
Rebounds.
Bringing the ball up the court once again. Love the aggressiveness. Fights to the contact. Gets to the, like, what is that? He just fought contact the entire way there to the rim. Against one of the greatest defenders that we've seen in this generation. Easy dunk. Who the fuck is guarding that outside of Giannis? Maybe Evan Mobley? But even then, can Evan Mobley boss that up? I don't know. Who is going to guard this season? I really want to know.
It's the Castle.
Yep, and then a oop. Again, the cohesiveness of this team, I'm going to keep saying it. It was just, they were dynamic today. Wemby gets the mismatch. Yeah, that's just bully ball. Midi, again, what is Max Christie going to do? He literally will never be able to contest that. This is what happens when you train with the Monks. I don't know, y'all. I hate to be that guy to overreact from game one of the season. And yes, I'm biased. Don't care. The Spurs are at least a top 4 team in the West. I think they're the 3rd best team in the West. And if Victor stays at this level, Victor Wembanyama will be your 2025 to 2026 NBA MVP. I'll see you on the next one.